Welcome back to the deep dive. Today, we're digging into something maybe a bit surprising.
Yeah, a kind of cognitive trap, you could say.
Exactly. We're calling it the Petunia blind spot.
Hmm.
It's this idea, right, that sometimes focusing really hard actually makes us miss the obvious stuff.
Opportunities, maybe? Or just, simple truths sitting right there.
And our way into this today is actually quite personal. It comes from a gardening blog.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Notes on Gardening, part 576. It just came out today, June 26th, 2025.
And the author, Aang.
Ang, yeah. Sharing a bit of their own gardening journey, a moment of realization, really.
Right. So our mission here, if you like, is to kind of pull apart Aang's experience.
See what it tells us more broadly.
Exactly. Why does something super common like a petunia flower suddenly become fascinating, even for someone who knows gardens?
Yeah, someone experienced.
It's about revisiting things you think you already know, There's value in that.
So Ang tells this story. They were just out getting groceries, I think. And on the way back, just happens upon this roadside plant nursery.
Okay, yeah. See those all the time.
Totally. And it's full of hanging petunias,
Mm.
just like rows of them, all sorts of sizes, colors.
Pretty standard sight for a nursery.
Right. And Ang even makes a note, like, oh, those would be good decoration for hanging baskets around the balcony.
A practical thought.
A very practical thought. But that moment, that simple observation,
Yeah.
that was the trigger.
And this is where it gets interesting, right? The paradox.
Totally. Because Ang has been gardening for ages, sees petunias constantly in these places,
But never really looked at them.
never explored them, yeah. Ang says they were, quote, rather occupied with other plant species.
Which is fascinating. It's like psychologists talk about selective attention, right? Or maybe familiarity bias.
Explain that a bit.
Well, it's like our brains try to be efficient. They filter out stuff they think is already known,
Even if there's more to learn.
even if there's way more. So it really makes you think, what about you? What familiar things have you maybe stopped seeing just because you thought, yeah, got it, or you were just busy looking somewhere else?
That's such a good point. It's not about being ignorant, is it? It's almost the opposite.
Sometimes, yeah. Your expertise can kind of build these walls, these blind spots.
And for Ang, seeing those petunias wasn't just, oh, pretty flowers. It actually sparked something.
A real question.
Yeah. Like, maybe. Maybe now is the time to actually explore this plant.
A realization that even something common, something everywhere, might still hold secrets or just, be worth a closer look.
Yeah.
And Aang's Petunia story is a perfect little example, isn't it, of how often we just walk past potential discoveries.
Because we're stuck in our routines, or we think we're too advanced for the basics.
Could be both. We get so focused, so specialized, maybe even just efficient, that we kind of shut the door on new angles for old subjects.
And the risk there is missing out.
Totally.
Yeah.
Missing simple improvements, fresh ideas, maybe just some, I don't know, hidden joy in work, in hobbies.
Think about like a standard tool you use every day.
Or a process your team has done forever. Or just a basic idea in your field. What if you gave it that second look Aang gave the petunias?
Right. Approached it like a beginner again.
Yeah. What could you find?
It really does make you wonder, okay, so maybe that's the thought to leave everyone with today
Yeah.
as you're going through your week. What are your petunias?
The thing's blooming right there, but you haven't really noticed.
Yeah, the familiar things just waiting for a second glance. A more curious look.
Maybe even a deep dive.
Could be. Could unlock something totally unexpected. What if you look at something you think you know inside out with fresh eyes?
That might just be where your next discovery is hiding.